Well, just as I said that, the battery ran out, so colour check on this, which I was going to put out at the back of black stemmed Oryx sort of thing, or at black stemmed Oryx. So I was going to test it out. I wanted to do that in August of 2018 because I got it for Christmas 2017 into 2018. And fortunately, we went to WA. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was unfortunate, but the best bit for me was the road to Nankeeta. That was the best bit. So I'll just shove it in there, I suppose. And yeah, just put this on my knee. Better not to lose anything. There might be something in there I don't know about or I've forgotten about. So anyway, as I said, I was just about to I'll put that back down there. Back. That's real charcoal there for you. And I was going to go down through here, down to the dam, and we can walk down through these, down to the dam, and just look around the dam. I think that would be it for the day, I think. Fallen soldier. Plenty of charcoal in the area. Yeah. People overseas probably haven't seen this much anyway. Yeah, that's the sound of kangies. That thumping. So that was my first battery fail for the day, not too bad. And yeah, sort of like a half a normal day's trip for me anyway. I'm still on the one car. I can do a full day's trip on one car if I fill it right to the max. But if I'm doing other stuff. Now, our gracilis, I think, was up here somewhere in this little niche. Yeah, not niche, but niche. In this case, anyway. And of course, maybe this didn't. Oh, looks like it may have got burned out to there, but maybe not. Oh well, we'll have a look. Cross your fingers. Oh, we got something coming up. Looks like not really red, is it? Not there. Oh, look at the seed on that. Yeah. Oh well. I haven't learned how to germinate CPCs yet on my soil, so you know. It should be more forward looking. Well, this one that doesn't even look red at all here. That's strange. Maybe we got one that comes up 1 year normal and one year it comes up red or something. That just looks like hookery eye. Here's a normal Photios subspecies hookery eye. No, here's the ones with non-hairy calyx, so that's hookery eye. Yeah, these ones. Got the red stem. They're not quite as vivid as yeah, because almost going into dormancy, you know, the seed there, and you know, yeah. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. Anyway, let's go down to the dam and have a walk around and see what we can see. I don't know, it's not as colourful as. Oh, of course, yes. Didn't we say we thought maybe the rain washes off the top surface, the really coloured surface? And of course, we had that torrential downpour yesterday. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It looks a bit drab now compared to what it is normally. Yeah. Still nothing on the edges though, CP wise anyway. Yeah, oh, a bit of, what's it? Oh, I've forgotten the name of it now. It'll come to me. Yeah, that's Foliosa hookii, and is this the other one? Yeah, that's an auriculata there. Look at the glabus going for closer. So these are not hairy, these are a glabus one, and they've got sort of pinkish tips sort of thing on the. So yeah. Back to normal 49 area. Oh, it looks like all the weedy guys have gone dormant. I can't see any there. Oh well, that's about it, I think. Well, maybe I'll walk back to the car this way, give you an overview. Yeah, until I can actually germinate. I can germinate CP weed seeds on soil at the moment. I just haven't worked out what it is that causes something like Drosophila capensis to germinate on it. You know, once I can get a Drosophila capensis to germinate, I know I'm home, and I've got an artificial peat or soil medium that can grow CPs, and then I'll understand it all. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my time, sort of thing. Walk back this way, I think. Oh wow! Now there's 11 hookii dubia. I think it's dubia. Now, there you go. Now those flowers have little triggers on them, like a trigger plant. So I don't know how, I'll see if you can see them. Hopefully it's close. I don't know, fellas. Oh yes, that's it. Our trigger's doing it from a distance, isn't it? Okay, if I can find it, locate it. Okay, it's just above that thing. That's there, okay. Okay, so if we go in, or I should go now in and out. No, it's out of focus, isn't it? And I come out. Yeah, I don't know. If I point out slightly, is it focus? Okay, well I tried, fellas. I tried for you. When we find out how to do it in a number of times, then I'll just stick to that, you know. As I said, I've seen the GLID reset itself a number of times, and it resets itself just like a trigger plant resets its, is it labellum, is that what they call it? And so I've suggested to the great ziggurat that maybe, because we've got these South African members of the Afra complex, which are flickers. I had a Trinovia, had a white flower. You might want to look up Drosophila Trinovia Western Cape. You might get a shock. My one had quite long ribbon tentacles, and they weren't as splayed out as some of the things you see, so maybe it was a slightly different variant. Wouldn't be surprised if it came through via Eric Greenii. Eric Green, I know. And but we didn't know that because we lost all that information that should have been in the CPN news and views. You know, his journey out to all the different places where they were discovered, what he discovered, blah blah blah. This one occurs more in the Western Cape, this one blah blah blah. And look at the difference in the tentacle length. I don't know what his accent was. Robert Gibson knows what his accent was. Maybe he's got the odd spoken word cassette and someone can copy his accent and read his knowledge into the Wayback Machine with his accent, yeah. Like that bloke who does the Trump accent. Oh, he does it so well. Maybe you can get him to do the Eric Green accent and just read his knowledge into history that way. Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to go to colour in CPN and get the thickness that we got today, but that thickness that we got today, we should have had back then in the 80s, and we should have retained an even larger section, 4 or 5 pages of news and views with photographs now in colour, and maybe with photographs of plants in the wild, those landscape shots that we all adore. Cephalotus growing at Coal Mine Beach. Yeah, yeah. So this mountain that's called Giftberg, what is the point? It's called Poison Mountain, but what is the poison? I mean, or is it a tongue-in-cheek joke, you know? People fall in love with gold and this is silver. It's going to poison you. You know, you think you're into gold now, but wait till you discover silver. It's like a drug, a poison. Or they're talking about something more sinister like arsenic or something like that, I don't know. Or, you know, cadmium or, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, we'll go across this way up here. Easier. Well, there's a bit of barkage for you. Yeah, still got my wellies on. Makes it harder, fellas, but you know, I just hope of Malvaceae. I just Pelargonium, I suppose. Just hope people do the same for Sarracenia on your end of the world. Remember, I like the flatlanders. Show me some perps. Oh, wow. Liverworts. Oh, one of my favourite plants. Now that's amazing. Liverworts growing this late in the season, growing on all this sort of stuff. That is very interesting, fella. Very interesting indeed. With lots of gemmy cups. Wow. This has absolutely made my day. Oh, look at the size of that one, fellas. Look at that. Oh, and all those gemmy cups. That's a decent. That's what I call top quality liverwort. That is a Ringo. Them's top quality liverworts. And next to one of my other favourite plants, Jerusalem architecture. But look how many of them are. Boggy. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, there you go. That's the highlight of the day for, well, at least for me, fellas. Look at that. But don't you think that sort of look to it is a bit like Dione? You can get that sort of look. That sort of pitted nature to the petioles. I've seen it on photographs of plants in the wild of native Dioneas. You know, oh, look at the size of that one. That's just, look at it, there's my boot, fellas, for comparison. You know, go down, go back to spot cullen. Just go down my trouser leg. I'm going down my trouser leg. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so they don't actually have to grow on the moss. I thought they actually have to grow on the moss, but not necessarily. Yeah, so there seems to be... Oh, yes, did I tell you? I started... came across this article. Yeah, got 9 minutes, got enough to tell this story. From 1927 in, I think it's the American Horticultural Society. From 1927. Talking about ferns. And a couple of pages in, maybe in the second page in, second paragraph down, I think, they say that in order to grow ferns, there's an essential one. You should never let them dry out, because I saw this on a YouTube video. They say you should never let ferns dry out. They're hard to come back if you let them dry out. A bit like Drossel Bernardo when you dry out the roots, I think. And in this American Horticultural Society article from, I think, 1927, I think it was. Oh, yeah, we got some flowing water there. Some water flowage and lots of liverworts too down here. So, across this little stream. They said the essential requirement for growing ferns, you wait for it, drum roll. Go on, Ringo, give us a drum roll. It was leaf mould. And I'm thinking, yeah. So it's peat that comes from moss. Can you classify that as a type of leaf mould? You know, what is it? What's so special about leaf mould? You can't grow ferns without it, sort of thing. So we've seen burnt logs, and we've seen moss growing on the burnt patches of logs, but nowhere else. Yeah. So I thought that was quite eye-opening. I tried this thing, because you know the white sock sour guys, they say, if you can grow a tomato, you can grow CPs, and as far as I know, they've been saying that since about 1995, I think. But they never seem to explain what's so special about a tomato, you know, and what is the interrelationship, the salient point between the two. If you can grow one, you can grow the other. Anyway, my partner got some tomato plants recently, so I tried treating them like a fern, just watering them so the surface of the soil continually stays damp. And lo and behold, they're growing quite well. Of course, we do use that red bag tomato potting medium, but at least I'm trying the fern idea. Yeah, what's the connection between all these lower forms of plant life, mosses, liverworts, connections between charcoal and leaf mould and tomato plants? I mean, tomato plants to me look very strange. They seem to be, as long as you haven't got a non-determinate variety, you've got ever growing, and they seem to have this odd green look to them. And so there's something special going on in the chlorophyll department, or there's about sort of thing. So anyway, that's what I'm going to tinker with over the summer into next season. And you might want to see me on the other side of this summer, and if we still get there, if the world isn't wiped out by another strain of corona. But I'm sure I'm expecting to go through a series of, you know, military tribunals and public executions, I would think. I mean, Dr. Fauci's surely got to be ripe for the chopping. Off with his head to the tower. I would have thought. Wow, nice wet patch down there. Yeah. So yeah, I think next season we'll look in this area. Really do like those liverworts though. Yeah, and we're going to get home and see some buds of banana that I can't see on this little screen here. This little eyepiece thing. The screen's totally blank now. These are good servicing, I think. Anyway, 4 minutes back to the road, back to the car, and I think I'm done then. This is it. The penultimate clip for the year, I think. Unless, of course, I get Capensis to germinate on my soil, then you'll definitely get a clip. Oh. Oh, nearly onto the road. Oh, there's even liverworts here. Wow. Yeah. Growing on the moss. Yeah. It looks like they've had the dozers in here. It looks like it's had a good trimming. Right. Oh well. Back onto the road. Oh wow, there's the car way up there. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, so any you over there in the US going to do the old Homer Simpson on the White Sox sour guy, get him around the scruff of the neck. Why, you tell us what the connection is between tomato plants and CPs. Don't take it to your grave like the flowery. Yeah, I'm just waxing lyrical, fellas. All I can say is my nose has been consistently running since about October 2019. I remember the last night down in Tasmania, I had to go under the shower twice